YouTube found community, Beach Boys fans, random people on the internet. My name is Giggens, and we're here today to talk about one of the best Beach Boys albums ever created in the history of anything, Sunflower. Released in August 1970 through Warner Reprise Records. As you know from watching these videos all month long, Sunflower is one of my favorite Beach Boys albums, as it is for most people. There is a certain magic that is just in the grooves of this record that radiates over time, that never gets old, that always has something new to discover. It's always a rewarding experience every single time you drop the needle on this thing, or put it in your CD player, or stream it on Spotify. Wherever you're playing it, it just sounds magical over and over and over again. So as you've seen from the other videos, we've done one about the history of the album, we did one about the title of the album. We've been talking about Sunflower all month. Let's just talk about the songs on this one. So this is the actual review of Sunflower by the Beach Boys. Slip On Through is the opening track on here, and you're instantly transported into this world of beautifully sonic production, dense, layered everything throughout the whole album. This song really does introduce what the album is going to feel like. I know in the UK you'd have the Cotton Field song as the opening track, which is a good opener track, but for me, Slip On Through is the best opener I can ever want from something like this. It's just, this song is so full of sly, cool singing from Dennis and these triumphant, joyous, angelic background vocals from the guys. The emotion that is put forth through this song, the comfort that is just all over this thing, the love that's outpouring from it. The background vocals sound like a sunrise, the most beautiful sunrise over and over again. It's dense and it's rich and it's layered and it's so full of emotion. What an amazing track. It moves along, it's got some coy moments. The chords they chose were just unbelievable. What a song, what an intro. This whole world is perfection, absolute perfection. It's sunshine as a song. If you ever look at a sunshine, this is what it would sound like. It's upbeat, it's optimistic, it's a little carefree. Carl nails the lead vocal. The guys continue to give some of the most beautiful harmonies they've ever created in the history of their discography. It's just unreal. It's a song unlike anything else they've ever done before or since. And the wholesome delivery, the honest, endearing outpouring of love and respect for the world and looking for the good things going on, it can last generations. I mean, it's a song that doesn't live in one certain time. It's a message for forever. Just magic in a song. Add some music to your day. I mean, it's the anthem of what became the Sunflower Project. It's almost everybody gets a lead vocal. It's a very clean sounding song, which really gives you this feeling of like a fresh start. It sounds like the morning. It sounds like something starting new, which is what they were doing at this time. But it's a reassuring, calm track. It's very comforting. It's like a big pat on the back as you're looking up at the sky and just giving it a smile. It's syrupy but not overly sweet. It's a mission statement for a band reinvigorated. It's an amazing piece of work. Got to Know the Woman. This is the first time we get to go somewhere else on this album. Dennis takes us on this funky, groovy trip, and the song sticks out a bit, but I kind of like that it does that. It's an upbeat rocker that is a nice balance for the sort of smoother, softer moments throughout this record. So it's nice to have that addition on here. Deitri is just a fantastic song. Bruce does a wonderful job with this one. Really lovely chord changes and a dreamy atmosphere. It sounds like it's out of a Disney cartoon. It's very heartwarming, very down-home kind of feeling on this one. Sweet, sunny day atmosphere. The flutes add so much character to this song. I really enjoy those, and that chorus is just infectious. Such a good hook on that one. So great job to Bruce, with a little contribution from Brian here and there. It's About Time is the big rocker on this one. Carl sings this thing. I mean, it's so incredibly passionately well, but the watery guitar leads, the manic bongos, those punchy drums, all behind that soul of Carl's voice and that delivery. What an outstanding track. I mean, it's just, it takes you above to this majestic tranquility. It's what an amazing feeling this song evokes. Um, Tears in the Morning, Bruce takes us on an adventure of heartbreak on this one, where his friends validate him when they sing the backup lead vocals there. Um, it's a song about transitioning, and for me, over the years, as I've heard this song more and more, I have less thought about this song as a relationship and more about the Beach Boys. You know, I heard you moved out back to Europe. It's them going to Europe where they were way more popular. You know, they weren't super popular back home. You know, so this whole song for me sounds about, it feels like the Beach Boys experience in Europe, having a hard time trying to have their normal relationship back home in America. I could be completely wrong about that, but I've always been getting that feeling the more and more I play this song over the years. But I do love this song a lot. I think it's great. All I Want to Do, Mike's absolute gorgeous ballad that basically invented what would become chillwave. Dense, heavy, otherworldly production. It just sounds like it comes from a different dimension. Stunning background vocals. The song is just a career highlight for all of them, but easily one of Mike's best vocals, hands down. And he still does this one in concert every once in a while, but just an absolute smashing standout track. If you hear just a handful of tracks from this album, make sure this is one of them. Forever. It's perfection. It's perfection. It's what love would sound like as a song. It's gorgeous. It's soulful. It's so loving and deeply profound. It's simple, but it's elegant and romantic, all mixed up together. It's what love should sound like. I know I've repeated myself a couple times on that one, but it's just an amazing song. The background vocals are just absolutely incredible. The blending of harmonies is joyous. I mean, Dennis puts it all out there on this one. It's absolute magic. Our Sweet Love, Carl absolutely shines on this classic. This is a song that constantly grows for me. Over the years, it becomes better and better and better. And the delivery on this one is just so sweet and endearing. The strings on this one add such a nice dreamy element that, you know, a sweeping atmosphere that the rest of the album doesn't really have a whole lot of strings on this thing. So it's a nice addition to the record. At My Window is pure sunshine pop psychedelia. It's a dreamy, colorful imagery on this thing. It's just dripping all over the place. And Bruce's feathery, lightweight vocal is incredible. He sounds like a cloud. It's unreal. There's so much creativity and imagery packed into this song. It sounds like a psychedelic cartoon. It's a light, fresh escape in an album that's full of really welcome left turns. And then you end with Cool Cool Water, which is the perfect closer. I mean, the Beach Boys are known for their affiliation with water, and this is the next step. This is the next spiritual step for the guys. It's a hymn to water. It's the most hypnotic set of vocals on this record. It's a trip, and it never gets tiring. You fall in, and you swim around. Everyone keeps this positive, majestic happiness flowing, and the song builds and changes, and it moves just like water does, signifying water's movement. And the whole thing lives in your head forever. There are so many different layered vocal tracks that you can pick apart that stick in your head. Total earworm. The song itself is a joyous, thankful, appreciative, respectful, celebratory, mission statement to water and everything that the Beach Boys have taken from water and have used for their own imagery over the years. This is one of the best albums of all time. Hands down. One of the best records ever made. One of the best records the Beach Boys have ever made. One of my favorites that they've ever done. It is an absolute classic. It deserves so much more respect than it got back in the day. It's gotten a lot more respect in the last 50 years, of course, because hindsight's 2020. But this is such an important record. If you're a Beach Boys fan, or if you're getting into the Beach Boys, pick this one up and live with it for a while. This album is something special, and it grows with you over the years. It develops. It adds to your life. As you go through changes, different aspects of this album will stick out to you. It never gets old. It never gets boring. There's so much to unpack. I've been listening to this album for 15 years. I'm still discovering stuff on here I never heard before. They put so much blood, sweat, and tears into this record, and to know that when it came out, it was a total flop and no one cared for it, but it's gotten way more respect over the years. It has to be a validating experience with the guys. It has to be an incredible feeling that knowing that finally the rest of the world caught up. That once again, the Beach Boys were ahead of the curve. And once again, they made something incredible. They're not just known for the surf stuff. You know, if this was the only album they ever put out, I mean, that'd be incredible. So that's it. I can talk about this thing forever. No pun intended. The Beach Boys Sunflower, 10 out of 10. Absolute smashing classic. In my opinion, there's nothing wrong with it. It's an absolutely beautiful album. Everyone should play it. Everyone should give it a chance. And add some music to your day. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Giggens. This has been the Beach Boys Sunflower, a 10 out of 10. Absolute masterpiece. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next video. Bye-bye. It's an honor to talk about this album.